So the iPhone 12 is one of those iPhones that I genuinely do think is still a pretty decent iPhone to pick up. It still is giving you some really cool things inside of it. And if you're going to go through and pick up a device, I do think this is like a decent type of iPhone to go ahead and pick up. But with that being said, I do think there's a particular thing about the iPhone 12 which is going to make it kind of a little bit of a weirder type of device. And there's a couple things. Number one, Apple just kind of had to push out an update in the European Union where they actually had to go through and stop some radiation going through for this particular iPhone. So that right there is something that's actually kind of concerning. The last thing we want is an iPhone with above average radiation levels. And it looks like this iPhone is now starting to make some waves, so to speak, of some radiation issue type. Now, hopefully Apple is able to fix these things and address these things, and it looks like Apple is kind of doing those things, but that is kind of one of the main problems that we're kind of running into as of this point. Now, another thing that we're kind of running into here too is that within iOS 26, although the iPhone 12 did get a lot of cool improvements within iOS 26, there's going to be a lot of people who install this version of software who don't really know about iOS 26 that much, who are just going to install it, and they're going to install a very glitchy, weird type of version of software. And the last thing I would want you to kind of do is to install this version of software as this point as it is right now. You are far better off installing this version of software when it officially comes out or as it comes out later on. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to install this update right now, if I'm being honest. So there's a lot of people who are going to install it who are going to feel like they have a much worse iPhone, at least on that version of software on iOS 26. And I do think that is kind of one of those things to keep in mind there as well. So it's not a bad iPhone. I really do like these phones a lot, but it's going to take a little bit of time for us to kind of get used to these types of updates. And there are definitely a lot of different improvements that Apple's going to throw in, but that's kind of where we're at as of this point. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.